Hey YouTube, Daily Shoe Frenzy here, bringing you a Kobe 5 Zoom, or Kobe 5 Protro Zoom. Indiana Fever was a collab with Caitlin Clark, did in her team's colors. This is the left shoe here. Pink lace. I don't think there's another lace with these. I know I haven't shot a video in quite some time, I think a year or so. Sorry for the paper ruffling. No, there's no extra laces or anything in there. I got these June 5th, I want to say, for 205. Been holding on these for a moment, waiting for Stadium Goods because they didn't have them posted in a 11. Is I not posted, but they didn't have the size with the pricing on it. You have to get it pre-approved before you can send it to them, and I will get more bang for my buck on Stadium Goods. I didn't want to sell it on Alias. I think Alias price is 485 tops. Not tops. Best offer I think was 387. That somebody was willing to pay for them on Alias. So I was holding out for Stadium Goods to post it there, or to send them there, I should say. So I got them. What am I sending Stadium? I'm sending them to Stadium Goods for 660. So that's a little price difference there. I'll see how they go. Like I said, they came out June 5th, so I'm way late on these. But I just was able to list them with Stadium Goods or approved price. That's how Stadium Goods works. They tell you the approved price range, and you could put it in that range if you want to. If not, you wouldn't be able to send a shoe to them. So you could post them elsewhere or sell them elsewhere, eBay, Alias, or whatever else you do, Poshmark or whomever, Facebook Market, if that's still a thing. So I like Stadium Goods. I've never had an issue with them. I usually can sell the sneakers for more. So I'll send these to them, see how it goes. It's the left shoe, as I said. See the Kobe signature on the back end there. I honestly really didn't look at the shoe. I opened it. My sons looked at it, said the shoe was ugly. It is what it is. I'm not in it for the fashion. I'm just in it to sell. I did have some other shoes prior to this. That's the left shoe. What did I do with the right shoe? This is the right shoe. I did have some shoes that I have sold. I just didn't shoot a video. Been lazy, been busy. It's summertime. Shooting this, what's today's date? September 5th, 2025. Got these June 5th, 2025. So, yeah, way late with these. But like I said, I wasn't able to get that price approval, or they didn't post the price approval for a size 11 Caitlin Clark until I want to say it was Thursday or Friday when I checked again. So I was checking every couple of weeks for the price approval. So they finally got a price range. I think I'm on the higher end of their price range. I want to say it was 600 to 660 or something like that, 580 to 660, and I went with the higher end. So they might sit a little while in Stadium Goods. I'm gonna ship it to them Sunday. I don't really like my shoes sitting at UPS. I've only had one issue with my shoe sitting, not sitting, shipping my shoe to Stadium Goods. It was an off-white, I think it was a Vapor Max, black and white, black and silver, and after the investigation, they gave me my money for what I was going to send it to them for. So that's the only issue I had. It wasn't even an issue, I should say. They refunded me, so it was no big deal. So no complaints here. I'm always skeptical of shipping a shoe in this price range. I paid 205 for it. I do ship it with insurance. I am shipping it with the Arts and Recs, which is a way lower price. I'll shoot that video next, as they're both going together in the same box out. But this is the moneymaker here. So Arts and Recs, I think I got that for 150. Their approval, I think the range for them was 150 to 187. So I chose 187 at the higher end, and I'm going to take a slight loss on that after their fees. Yeah, 20% fee on these, so 660. What I look at the range. Can I click it in here? It doesn't give me the range. It just shows me. I'm looking at my tablet here to see what would be my what would be my price after fees. 20% of 660 is something crazy. It comes out to 480 something, I believe, or something like that. Not great with the percentages without a calculator off the top of my head. Usually I go to my wife for that stuff. She jots it out off the top of her head. So, looking at my shipping, are ready to ship. You have been emailed. Okay, because I know I got a certain amount of days to ship it to them. So, just getting back in the swing of things for, video format. I did go after. There was a shock drop, I think, of Travis Scott's, Nigel Sylvester, Jordan One Low. Wasn't able to hit on those. I think those were last week. I honestly don't remember what's coming out as I get in the swing of things. Sneakers reselling has took a tremendous drop. If anybody's still into that or watching videos or buying and selling, a lot of people have cleared out of that space. I've always been a buyer and a reseller of anything from women's shoes to clothes, high fashion, Supreme, um, women's bags. A lot of money in women's bags and shoes, believe it or not. But and then Supreme when they had their wave. But sneakers has always been my thing. Also, in between that blend, buying on I think it's called Whatnot. I was doing that for a little bit during the Yeezy wave, and when other sneakers was around that time, buying it for the sellers there, trying to get it for a good price, and then reselling it. I haven't checked out. I believe the ladies in California, Sneak City. I usually buy some sneakers from them. Try to get them at a good price. Look at what resale is. Get them from them at a good price, and then try to resell them. So they're usually priced pretty well to market, so it's a little harder to flip shoes. But yeah, flipping shoes here and there, I'll have to look again to see. I like doing it, and obviously, who doesn't like making money? So that's where I've been, what I've been doing. Not much, like I said, resell. I had a few shoes. What did I sell prior to this? Let me look at what I saw. I had the Galaxy Foams 2025. Um, Sold those in June for 330. I don't remember what I paid for those. I don't know what those were going for. I had the Kobe 5 Protro Eggplant. I think that was break even or a loss. Sold those for 200. Actually, so with their 20%, that was a loss. I had an SB Dunk Trainer Supreme, a '07 sneaker. That took years to sell, so that definitely was a loss. And then I had the Cement 3s, Air Jordan 3 Cements that I sold May 5th for 257. I think those were 220, so that probably was a loss too. So there wasn't not much profit other than the Galaxy foams. That might have been a slight profit on June 30th. So yeah, I haven't been hitting on sneakers. I was able to get these on sneakers. I believe these were almost a shock drop, a raffle. So yeah, I got lucky there, but nothing else in between there. I missed out on the shock drop, like I said, with, Nigel's wasn't a shock drop. That was a regular release, but it was a shock drop. Kobe Vault, I didn't see anything I liked there, so I passed on those. When I got the notification for J23 on Twitter, that's who I follow for stuff like that. I saw it. I didn't get a chance to really. I think it was out and about to price match stuff. So I don't really just buy blindly like I would back in the days because reselling isn't easy. At this point, it's never easy, but at this point, it's tough because the market is in the toilet and people ain't spending money like that on sneakers. And school started, so money isn't really there depending on the shoe you got. So I'm really particular about what I'm buying and reselling these days, more than I would be in the past. But I'm going to shoot that Arts and Rec video next. It's good to be back. Hopefully this gets some views if people are into sneakers or like seeing content, because the market has really depleted. There isn't many Sneaker resellers on YouTube anymore. You have some here and there that post videos. As far as the reselling piece, 'cause like I said, the market has took a tremendous drop. So I still do it. If I get my hands on something, I'll shoot the video. Always about the money, and this is what I like to do. So see you in the next one.